Hey everybody, we are on our way out of town. Where are we going to today, Miss Nikia?
Round Rock.
We're going to Round Rock. That's in Texas. We're going to go find out what's going on up in that area. And on our way, we're going to have a little conversation. I think I'm going to name this it's going to be called Natural Talk. We're just going to have a natural talk. Basically, a natural talk about hair. Okay, so in 2021, I personally am going on a hair journey where I'm 45. I keep saying that. So I'm 45, and by the time I'm 50, I've had this goal forever to have waist length hair. So I'm a little bit below, very little bit below bra length last I checked. And I want to find out ways, or I want to do what's best for my hair to keep the length. I tend to have trouble with, I can grow, like my hair grows really fast from the roots, but retaining length. So I need to talk about these ends. And so one thing that I've noticed was I have a hard time finding good products. I would love to find a good product line, the whole line, and it works well for my hair. But like you mentioned once before, like you have to try things. You have to try different stuff to
see what your hair likes the most.
And this is Miss Nikia of Nikia's Nook, if you didn't know. And so she's natural. How long have you been natural?
For a long time. I think like 2000. I want to say 2005 or 6 maybe. I think 2005 though.
Around 2005. Did you do a big chop or did you just transition?
No, I transitioned, and it had nothing to do with like the whole, the fad of going curly girl natural and all that. I had no clue about any of that. I just remember I was tired of relaxing my hair all the time. It's just so time consuming and annoying, and I was letting it grow out because I didn't feel like relaxing. It was basically being lazy. And so, and one day I was like, oh, I have curls, and it's like, well then I'll just grow it out. And so I did that. I slowly but surely grew it out, and then I just cut a little bit off myself, and then I think it got about this long with curls, and then I went to the hairdresser and just had her cut all of it off.
Oh wow, okay.
So I mean, I did big chop, but not completely bald. Mm-hmm. I had about I would say like maybe 3 inches of hair that was curly.
Oh, okay. So you transitioned, so about 3 inches, that's about that could be like 6 months, maybe even almost 8 months if you transitioning.
It wasn't very long.
Yeah. I know for me, I think it was 2014. I was transitioning from a relaxer. You had a relaxer too?
Mm-hmm.
I had a relaxer and I was transitioning, and that part where it was curly or natural and relaxer kept getting tangled up. I went to the pool and it got so tangled up so bad, and I spent hours and hours trying to untangle. But that texture, they didn't like each other. It tangled up right there. It's about, like you said, about 4 to 6 inches up the and so I cut it. I did the big chop. I cut off like 9 to 12 inches of hair.
I think that's what was happening to me too. I think once I hit that 3.5 inches, it started getting tangled in that area, like where they meet each other. And I was just done with it. I was like, it'd be so easier if I just did the curl. And so and for years, so my hair is not long. It's long, it's growing. This time I was on I'm gonna see how long I can get it. But for years, I think until about maybe 2013, 2014 area, I actually kept my hair short and curly on purpose because I liked how it looked short and curly. Like the curls just popped so much when it was short and curly, but I didn't really know how to take care of it back then.
Right.
So I kept it short because it was easier to take care of the curls and make them be shown and seen when it was short. So for years and years and years, I kept it short, and then finally people were like, you're always cutting your hair, grow it out, grow it out. And so I decided to grow it out, and I did good. And then my hair fell out. I had low iron, and I had to get iron infusions, and my hair just fell out like a whole bunch everywhere. And so when it grew back, I let it grow back. It was the same pretty much. Like I had all this thin hair, and then I grew back this thicker hair. It was thicker, a little more coarse, and the curls were a little tighter. And I just went to the hairdresser again and was like, I was supposed to go for like a little teeny trim, and I told her, I said, cut more. And she was like, are you sure? And I said, cut more. I said, matter of fact, cut more until you just cut it even to where the new curly hair is growed out, or it's just showing. And now I am where I was. But remember, even in March, I did another cut.
Yeah.
I had you cut it. 5 inches,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I was going to say it was some
It
inches.
was about that much, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe, I think somewhere between 4 to 5 inches.
I remember that.
I had you cut it. It was right during spring break, right when coronavirus started.
Yeah.
Because all that hair, it was like the color treated part of my hair, because I have a lot of gray hair, so I do get color put on it. I know some people would say that's not like technically natural. For me, my curls are out. It doesn't really do anything terrible to my hair, so. But the color that I was putting on there prior, I guess, was hurting it. And so remember, it was all those bad split ends, and it, you comb through it and you just see tons. So I just had you cut it all off. So now it's healthy, it's good, it's growing, and I'm happy.
That's good. And speaking of healthy, so I've noticed that protective styles are huge with the hair growth, because I'm big on the length part. Protective styles of the low manipulation is possible, but I have this sensitive scalp thing where I cannot do the wigs and the braids and whatever else, because I have to wash or at least run water through my hair every about 3 to 4 days, and I shed hair so much that I couldn't even imagine trying to wear a wig or wear braids for like 3 months. I assume I would be back in that tangled up cut hair thing again. So I've chosen to do 2-strand twists for now. Gonna try and do it for a year. And I've noticed that when I do the 2-strand twists, I've been putting like a leave-in conditioner on every day, focusing on the ends, and I've been using a hair gloss. It's kind of like an oil, and I know you like coconut oil, and I know coconut oil is not for everybody, but it works really well for you.
It works good for me. My hair at the beginning of this wash and go was, remember I was telling you like, oh, it's really dry. So I tried this thing, girls, called the I think it's called maximum hydration method. And my hair, I was like, I need it to be moisturized, and it's not moisturized. I need some hydration. And so I was trying it, and I did it 3 times, and it literally dried my hair completely out. So you can't just go with the masses about stuff.
Right.
You really have to try stuff on your hair and see what's good for you. Like your hair, your scalp, it will tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like. Most people are not good with coconut oil. My hair loves coconut oil. It loves coconut water. I haven't tried coconut milk on it yet, but it's one of my things that I want to try as far as making like a shampoo and doing a deep conditioner. Coconut milk and avocado is my next to add. I want to try more natural things, like things that you're making straight from your kitchen. So it just depends on what you do and what you find that works for your hair. Like my hair from day one, honey is a big thing for my hair. Honey, coconut oil, and aloe vera juice. And it doesn't even have to be from the aloe vera plant. It could just be regular, any old aloe vera juice that you get from anywhere, and those work. So most products that I find that are coconut based, like Camille Rose has a coconut water based product.
I heard it was good.
I love that whole line, and I have not been able to get the whole line yet because it's always out. There's always some of the products that are gone. People are buying it constantly, I believe. But that product, I tried a few of them in my hair, and my hair completely loved it. So you'll know what's good for you and what's not. And then I keep some Shea Moisture products that my hair loves too, just so I can flip every once in a while. Because also, if you keep using the same product for a long time, sometimes your hair gets so used to it and it doesn't work the same anymore.
Right.
And that was me. I was using my, I had a Shea Moisture at the time. I was high porosity, and I was using their high porosity line. I mean, it must have worked because I'm no longer high porosity, now I'm low porosity. And I went to use some of those products. Even sometimes their Shea Moisture coconut hibiscus line doesn't always take on my hair because I use it for so long in the beginning. And so I've left it, sitting on the shelves for now so that I can let my hair.
In half a mile, use the left lane to keep right.
Later. So yeah, it's hard, but it's also easy. And it's like a newborn baby type relationship. You get so excited when my hair is grown, and there's new products I found. It's like watching a baby take some steps.
Right.
It's so exciting for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I get really excited when I see my curls pop.
Use the left lane to keep right.
It makes me happy.
Am I going the right way? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely like you said, you have to have a relationship with your hair. You have to know your hair. I'm big on saying you need to learn your hair, because sometimes you have to start off new and fresh. Like you said, your hair shifted from high porosity.
Continue on south IH 35 Service Road south for 3/4 of a mile.
Let me make sure
And
I'm
I believe when I met you, remember when I first was doing your hair,
Yeah.
you were low porosity, and now a lot of your hair is medium, normal porosity.
I'm in, yeah.
And so once in a blue moon, I found
In half a mile, use the left lane to take the I-35 south ramp to Austin.
The edges of your hair area, but the rest of it, it's normal porosity.
Yeah, and also like knowing your hair texture. Like I'll know like I have a lot of different hair textures in my hair, but some products
Use
I'll
the left lane to take the I-35 south ramp.
It'll feel like my texture will feel not great, and the curl pattern is totally shifted into some other stuff. So then I know, okay, that product didn't work well for me because my hair is not, as you would say, my curls aren't popping, and it feels dry and crunchy, and sometimes my hair won't even absorb the product. It'll just flaky all over my shirt.
Exactly.
You know, and you just have to try it. And yes, natural hair products are expensive, but it's the same thing when you're trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy food is
like the better
more
things
expensive.
are gonna cost more money, and that's crazy, right? But that is the whole commercialized world that we live in.
Definitely.
Which is why I also was like, I'm natural enough where I use essential oils and things like that. I believe that I am natural enough in the sense of loving things that are all natural, that I can figure out how to make my own shampoo. The thing is, because I know the things that my hair likes, so why not make my own?
Yeah.
I remember there's a few times that when my hair was transitioning between high porosity and low porosity, it was having a moment. And then when I was also learning how to deal with my new hair, which is a little more coarse, thicker, and curlier than what it used to be. My hair used to be more fine, curls were more relaxed, and so it wasn't as thick and stuff. I had to learn products and stuff, and so at some point in time, there was a time when I was adding vegetable shortening to my Shea Moisture curling enhancing smoothie. So I used their products, but I added something else because I had no moisture going in whatsoever. It didn't matter what I was doing, but the moment I started adding that, I think that's what got it back to being moisturized now. Because for almost a year, I used that vegetable shortening in and mixed it in with some coconut oil and some what is it called?
Aloe vera juice.
No, the extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
I had mixed all that together, and that's what I used, and it was pretty good. Like, it just, in the journey, sometimes when you're in those bad moments, I was annoyed. You get annoyed. You want to quit, but don't quit. Do not quit. It's not necessary. Hair grows on its own. We just have to do what it takes to retain the length. Our hair will continue to grow. We just have to do what we need that's necessary to have the length retention so that it can become longer.
That's right. I remember reading an article recently, and then we're going to get ready to go, but an article recently where it says, and creepy, weird, I know, but even after people pass, their hair and nails grow for months. After, so like you said, your hair is going to grow. Retaining length is how you take care of it.
Yes.
Just like relationships and how you eat and take care of your body. It's about, taking care of it the right way, and the right way is not the same way for everybody.
Like different love languages.
Different
Our
love
hair
languages,
has different love languages.
Yes, I like
You have
that.
to know what your hair's love language is, and the only way to figure that out is to spend time with it and build a relationship with it, just like you and God.
Yeah.
In order for you to know more about God, you have to build a relationship with Him. You have to study, and you have to begin to know Him. It's all the same. It's literally the world full of trying to grow relationships.
You're right. All right. Well, I thank you, Miss Nikia, for hanging out and talking with us, having this natural talk. Hopefully you found some things in there that were helpful for you, and we will be talking with you soon when we find some new things that we're going to try for ourselves. We'll keep you posted. Take care.